Tom sat at his desk, the soft glow of his lamp illuminating the pages of his notebook. At 15, he was a curious teenager, with a thirst for knowledge that extended beyond his school textbooks. His room, adorned with posters of scientific theories and mathematical formulas, reflected his diverse interests. Yet recently, a new subject had captured his attention: finance. It all began during a casual family dinner. His father mentioned the importance of saving money, recounting stories of financial challenges and the value of prudent spending. Tom listened intently, his interest piqued. The concept of managing money, making it grow, and understanding the economy intrigued him. Determined to learn more, Tom visited the local library the following weekend. He wandered through the aisles until he found the finance section. The sheer number of books was overwhelming, but he selected A Beginner's Guide to Investing, its cover promising simple explanations for novices. Back in his room, Tom delved into the book. Terms like stocks, bonds, and mutual funds were foreign to him, but he was eager to understand. He learned that investing involved allocating money with the expectation of generating an income or profit. The idea that his savings could potentially grow over time fascinated him. As days turned into weeks, Tom's interest deepened. He began following financial news, trying to grasp the factors influencing market fluctuations. However, the more he learned, the more he realized how complex the financial world was. He needed guidance, someone experienced, to help him navigate this new terrain. One evening, during a visit to his grandparents, Tom found the opportunity he was seeking. His grandfather, a retired accountant, was known for his financial acumen. Summoning his courage, Tom approached him after dinner. "Grandpa, can I ask you something?" Tom began, his voice tinged with hesitation. His grandfather looked up from his newspaper, adjusting his glasses. "Of course, Tom. What's on your mind?" Taking a deep breath, Tom replied, "I've been reading about investing and finance, but it's all quite confusing. Could you teach me the basics?" A warm smile spread across his grandfather's face. "I'd be delighted. Understanding finance is a valuable skill. Let's start with the fundamentals." That evening marked the beginning of Tom's journey into the world of finance. With his grandfather's guidance, he felt more confident and prepared to explore the complexities of investing. The following weekend, Tom eagerly awaited his grandfather's arrival. They had planned to meet at the local park, a serene spot where they could discuss finance without interruptions. As they settled on a bench beneath a large oak tree, Tom's grandfather began sharing his experiences. "Tom," he began, "investing is like planting a tree. You start with a small seed, nurture it, and over time, it grows into something substantial." Tom listened intently as his grandfather recounted his early days in the financial world. He spoke of successes and mistakes, emphasizing the lessons learned from each experience. The stories were not just about money, but about patience, discipline, and the importance of making informed decisions. Inspired by these tales, Tom decided to take his first step into the world of investments. He began by saving a portion of his weekly allowance, setting it aside in a small jar labeled investment fund. Each coin dropped into the jar felt like a commitment to his future. At school, Tom's newfound interest didn't go unnoticed. During a history lesson, his teacher mentioned the stock market crash of 1929. Tom's hand shot up, and he asked insightful questions about the causes and effects of the crash. His classmates were surprised by his enthusiasm, and some even approached him afterward, curious to learn more. One afternoon, while browsing the school library, Tom stumbled upon a book titled The Young Investor's Guide. It was a beginner-friendly introduction to the world of finance, filled with colorful illustrations and simple explanations. He checked it out immediately, eager to expand his knowledge. As he delved deeper into the book, Tom learned about different types of investments, stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. The concept of owning a small piece of a company through stocks fascinated him. He imagined being a part owner of his favorite tech company or a popular restaurant chain. Eager to share his discoveries, Tom approached his grandfather during their next meeting. "Grandpa, did you know that by buying stocks, you can own a part of a company?" he exclaimed. His grandfather chuckled. "Yes, Tom. And with ownership comes both rewards and responsibilities. It's essential to choose wisely and understand the risks involved." With his grandfather's guidance, Tom began exploring the stock market. They discussed how companies operate, the factors that influence stock prices, and the importance of diversification, spreading investments across different assets to mitigate risk. One evening, as they sat in the living room, Tom's grandfather pulled out an old newspaper clipping. It was an article about a company that had started small but grew exponentially over the years. "This," he said, pointing to the article, "is an example of how patience and informed decisions can lead to significant rewards." Tom's eyes sparkled with excitement. "I want to find companies like that, Grandpa. I want to invest wisely and watch my investments grow." His grandfather smiled warmly. "And you will, Tom. Remember, the key is continuous learning and staying curious. The world of finance is ever evolving, and there's always something new to discover." With each passing day, Tom's confidence grew. He felt more prepared to embark on his investment journey, knowing he had his grandfather's wisdom to guide him. With a solid foundation in financial concepts, Tom felt ready to take the next step, opening his first investment account. However, as a minor, he couldn't open a brokerage account on his own. He needed his parents' assistance to set up a custodial account, which would allow him to invest under adult supervision until he reached the age of majority. One evening, Tom gathered his parents in the living room. "Mom, Dad, I've been learning about investing and would like to start building my portfolio. Can we open a custodial brokerage account together?" His parents exchanged thoughtful glances. They admired Tom's initiative and agreed to support his endeavor. Together, they researched various brokerage firms, comparing fees, investment options, and educational resources. After careful consideration, they chose a reputable firm that offered custodial accounts with no minimum deposit requirements and a user-friendly platform suitable for beginners. The account opening process was straightforward. They provided the necessary personal information, including social security numbers and contact details, and completed the required forms online. Within a few days, Tom's custodial account was approved and ready for funding. Tom decided to start with a modest amount, combining his savings from allowances and birthday gifts. His parents matched his contribution, doubling his initial investment. With funds in his account, Tom was eager to make his first investment. Recalling his grandfather's advice on diversification, Tom chose to invest in a low-cost index fund, which would provide exposure to a broad range of companies across various industries. This approach minimized risk while offering growth potential. He also selected a few individual stocks from companies he was familiar with, such as a leading technology firm and a popular consumer goods manufacturer. After placing his trades, Tom felt a sense of accomplishment. He was now an investor with a stake in the companies he admired. He knew that investing was a long-term endeavor and was prepared to monitor his portfolio's performance over time. To stay informed, Tom subscribed to financial newsletters and set up alerts for news related to his investments. He also continued his regular meetings with his grandfather, discussing market trends and refining his investment strategy. These discussions deepened his understanding and reinforced the importance of patience and discipline in investing. As months passed, Tom observed the fluctuations in his portfolio's value. He learned not to be swayed by short-term market volatility and remained focused on his long-term goals. His parents noticed his growing financial acumen and encouraged him to share his knowledge with others. Inspired, Tom started a finance club at school, where he and his peers discussed investment strategies, shared resources, and learned from guest speakers. The club became a platform for students to develop financial literacy and empowered them to take control of their financial futures. Through this journey, Tom discovered that investing was not just about growing wealth, but also about making informed decisions, understanding the value of money, and planning for the future. He was grateful for the support of his family and mentors and looked forward to the opportunities that lay ahead. As Tom's investment journey progressed, he began to experience the realities of market fluctuations. Initially, his portfolio showed steady growth, reinforcing his confidence in his investment choices. However, as time went on, he noticed occasional declines in the value of his holdings, which sparked concern and curiosity. One evening, during their regular meeting, Tom expressed his worries to his grandfather. "Grandpa, I've noticed that some days my investments go down in value. Is this normal? Should I be worried?" His grandfather smiled reassuringly. "Tom, what you're experiencing is a natural part of investing. The market doesn't move in a straight line. It has ups and downs. These short-term fluctuations are known as volatility." To help Tom understand better, his grandfather shared a story from his own investing past. He recounted a time when he had invested in a promising company, only to see its stock price drop significantly due to a temporary setback. Instead of panicking and selling his shares, he held on to them, believing in the company's long-term potential. Over time, the company's fortunes improved, and the stock price rebounded, rewarding his patience. The key, his grandfather explained, is to focus on the long-term prospects of your investments and not be swayed by short-term market movements. It's essential to stay informed and make decisions based on thorough research and sound judgment. Taking this advice to heart, Tom decided to delve deeper into understanding market trends and the factors that influence them. He began reading financial news regularly, paying attention to economic indicators, company earnings reports, and geopolitical events that could impact the markets. One day, while reading an article about the importance of diversification, Tom realized that his portfolio was heavily weighted toward technology stocks. Although these investments had performed well, he understood that concentrating too much in one sector could increase his risk. Determined to diversify, Tom researched other sectors and asset classes. He learned about bonds, which provide more stable returns and can act as a buffer during stock market downturns. He also explored international stocks to gain exposure to global markets and considered adding some real estate investment trusts, AREITs, for further diversification. After careful consideration, Tom adjusted his portfolio to include a mix of assets across different sectors and regions. This diversification aimed to reduce risk and provide more balanced growth potential. As months passed, Tom continued to monitor his investments, noting how different assets responded to various market conditions. He observed that while some holdings declined in value during certain periods, others remained stable or even appreciated, helping to offset potential losses. Through this experience, Tom learned the importance of maintaining a diversified portfolio and staying disciplined during market volatility. He understood that emotional reactions to short-term market movements could lead to impulsive decisions, potentially harming his long-term financial goals. With his grandfather's guidance and his own growing knowledge, Tom became more confident in navigating the complexities of investing. He recognized that while he couldn't control the markets, he could control his reactions and make informed decisions to stay on course toward his financial objectives. As Tom's investment journey continued, he became increasingly curious about how his money could grow over time. During one of their regular meetings, he asked his grandfather, "Grandpa, how does my investment actually increase in value? Is it just because the stock prices go up?" His grandfather smiled, pleased with Tom's inquisitiveness. "That's part of it, Tom. But there's another powerful force at play called compound interest. It's the process where the earnings on your investments generate their own earnings, leading to exponential growth over time." To illustrate, his grandfather took out a piece of paper and drew a simple chart. Imagine you invest $1,000 with an annual return of 5%. After the first year, you'd earn $50, making your total $1,050. In the second year, you'd earn 5% on $1,050, which is $52.50, bringing your total to $1,182.50. Each year, your earnings grow because you're earning interest on your interest. Tom was fascinated by this concept. "So, the longer I keep my money invested, the more it can grow, even if I don't add more to it." "Exactly," his grandfather replied. "Time is one of the most powerful allies in investing. The earlier you start and the longer you stay invested, the more you can benefit from compound interest." Inspired by this revelation, Tom decided to calculate the potential growth of his current investments over the next decade. Using an online compound interest calculator, he input his initial investment amount, estimated annual contributions, and an average annual return rate. The results were eye-opening. He saw that consistent investing, combined with the power of compounding, could significantly increase his wealth over time. Motivated by these projections, Tom committed to making regular contributions to his investment account. He set up a portion of his monthly allowance and earnings from part-time jobs to be automatically deposited into his brokerage account. This disciplined approach ensured that he was consistently adding to his investments, maximizing the benefits of compound interest. To further solidify his understanding, Tom shared his newfound knowledge with his school's finance club. He prepared a presentation demonstrating how compound interest works and emphasized the importance of starting to invest early. His peers were impressed and inspired, with many expressing a desire to begin their own investment journeys. Through this experience, Tom not only deepened his understanding of financial principles, but also developed a passion for educating others. He realized that financial literacy was a valuable skill that could empower individuals to make informed decisions and secure their futures. As he continued to invest and learn, Tom remained mindful of the lessons his grandfather had taught him. He understood that while compound interest could significantly enhance his wealth, it required patience, discipline, and a long-term perspective. With these principles in mind, he looked forward to the future, confident in his ability to navigate the world of investing. As Tom's understanding of investing deepened, he became increasingly aware of the significance of financial literacy. He realized that many of his peers lacked basic knowledge about managing money, budgeting, and investing, skills essential for making informed financial decisions. Motivated to make a difference, Tom approached his school's administration with a proposal to start a financial literacy club. He envisioned a space where students could learn about personal finance topics, share experiences, and develop skills to navigate the financial aspects of adulthood. With the school's support, Tom launched the club and organized weekly meetings covering various topics, including budgeting, saving, investing, and understanding credit. He invited guest speakers, such as financial advisors and entrepreneurs, to share real-world insights and experiences. The club's impact was profound. Students began to apply the lessons in their daily lives, creating budgets, setting savings goals, and even starting to invest small amounts of money. The practical knowledge empowered them to make informed decisions, fostering a sense of confidence and independence. Tom's initiative gained recognition beyond the school. Local media featured stories about the club, highlighting the importance of financial education for young people. Inspired by Tom's success, other schools in the district expressed interest in starting similar programs, leading to a broader movement toward youth financial literacy in the community. Through this journey, Tom learned that financial literacy is not just about managing money, but also about empowering individuals to achieve their goals and contribute positively to society. He realized that by sharing knowledge and resources, he could help others build a secure financial future, creating a ripple effect that could benefit the entire community. As Tom's financial literacy club gained momentum, he encountered challenges that tested his resolve and commitment. Balancing club responsibilities with academic demands became increasingly difficult, leading to moments of frustration and self-doubt. One particular setback occurred during a club meeting where a guest speaker was scheduled to discuss investment strategies. Due to a miscommunication, the speaker arrived late, causing the meeting to start behind schedule. The delay led to a rushed presentation, leaving attendees confused and disengaged. Feeling responsible, Tom sought advice from his grandfather, who had always been a source of wisdom and encouragement. His grandfather listened attentively as Tom recounted the incident, then shared his perspective. "Tom," he began, "setbacks are an inevitable part of any endeavor. What's important is how you respond to them. Each mistake is an opportunity to learn and grow." Taking this lesson to heart, Tom reflected on the situation and identified areas for improvement. He implemented better communication protocols to ensure timely coordination with future guest speakers. Additionally, he sought feedback from club members to understand their needs and expectations, allowing him to tailor future meetings to be more engaging and informative. Through these experiences, Tom developed resilience and adaptability, recognizing that challenges were integral to personal and organizational growth. He learned to embrace mistakes as learning opportunities, fostering a growth mindset that would serve him well in his future endeavors. As Tom's investment portfolio grew, he encountered the unpredictable nature of the stock market. One afternoon, he noticed a significant drop in the value of his investments. Panicked, he called his grandfather. "Grandpa, my investments are losing value. Should I sell everything before I lose more?" Tom asked, his voice tinged with anxiety. His grandfather chuckled softly. "Tom, market fluctuations are normal. It's important to stay calm and not make impulsive decisions. Remember, investing is a long-term endeavor." He continued, "Instead of reacting to short-term market movements, focus on your long-term financial goals. Diversify your investments to spread risk and consider dollar-cost averaging, which involves investing a fixed amount regularly, regardless of market conditions." Tom took his grandfather's advice to heart. He researched dollar-cost averaging and decided to implement it by setting up automatic monthly contributions to his investment account. This strategy allowed him to invest consistently, buying more shares when prices were low and fewer when prices were high, ultimately averaging out the cost per share over time. Over the next few months, Tom observed that his portfolio began to recover. The market's natural ups and downs balanced out, and his investments started to grow again. He realized that staying informed, maintaining a long-term perspective, and avoiding emotional reactions were key to successful investing. This experience taught Tom the importance of resilience and patience in the face of market volatility. He understood that while market downturns could be unsettling, they were also opportunities to learn and reinforce the value of a disciplined investment approach. As Tom's journey into the world of finance continued, he realized that the path ahead was filled with endless possibilities. He had learned valuable lessons about investing, the importance of financial literacy, and the power of resilience. But he knew that this was just the beginning. Determined to deepen his knowledge, Tom enrolled in online courses and attended workshops on advanced financial topics. He connected with mentors in the finance industry, seeking guidance and insights to navigate the complexities of the financial world. With each new piece of information, Tom's confidence grew. He began to diversify his investment portfolio, exploring different asset classes and strategies. He also started a blog to share his experiences and lessons learned, aiming to inspire others to take control of their financial futures. Through his dedication and continuous learning, Tom transformed from a curious teenager into a knowledgeable young adult, equipped with the skills and mindset to achieve his financial goals. He understood that financial success was not just about accumulating wealth, but about making informed decisions, staying disciplined, and adapting to the ever-changing financial landscape. As he looked toward the future, Tom felt a sense of excitement and possibility. He knew that with the right knowledge and attitude, he could navigate any financial challenge that came his way. Thank you for joining Tom on his financial journey. Remember, the road to financial literacy and success is a continuous one. Keep learning, stay disciplined, and embrace the opportunities that come your way. If you enjoyed this story and found it helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more educational content. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends who might benefit from it. Your support helps us create more valuable content for you.